This is Jalan Besar Stadium, and it's time for the Singapore Cup on this Sunday evening here. BG Tampines Rovers are playing Young Lions. There'll be another match going on at the same time. That's over at Bishan Stadium with Lion City Sailors in a derby match of sorts against Ballistic Ulcer. Well, just looking at the standings in Group A yesterday, a fine win, a massive win for Hougang United, which has really blown this group wide open over DPMM. That means both these sides now have a real opportunity here to put some pressure on, because they both have 2 more games in hand over DPMM. A draw might suit the Bruneians quite nicely. We shall see what happens. Let's hear the thoughts then from the 2 coaches. This is what they had to say prior to kickoff.
Hi Gavin, back in cup action against the Young Lions. Just thoughts ahead of this?
Yeah, I think the team is very focused. We have an objective, we have a goal, and we all want to reach the goal. And so today it's just another step to get us there. And so we need to do our jobs well to take the step.
And sure, your team's goal is to make it through to Game 7, but in a very open Group A that may see it go down to goal difference. How are you going to firstly leave Game 3 as victors while also trying to rack up the goals?
It's not so much about the goals, it's about performance, about what we can control, and ultimately get the performance that will bring us closer to qualification.
And speaking of performance, the team has done well defensively in recent matches. Will that, doing well be especially important today?
Yeah, obviously, I think going to every game, our intention is to keep a clean sheet, to score as many goals as we can. But whether or not it happens, it really depends on many factors. So what we got to do is to be out there, go out there and stay in control of what we can control, and let's see how the result turns out.
And can we be expecting to see any changes in the starting lineup?
Yeah, I think Ali comes in for this game, and as well as Joel, and so we're expecting a similar kind of plan that we played before, but ultimately, hopefully, with some freshness, and let's see how we do.
Hi Fadzu, tough opposition tonight in BG Tampines Rovers. Eager to get this one started?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough, definitely today. I mean, if we need to get something out of this game today, otherwise we'll be out of this competition. But at the same time, I mean, what I want the boys today is to just focus on their performance today. I mean, try to execute what we've been training on training ground. Yep.
And we saw a 5-1 loss the last time you faced each other. Anything you've picked up from that encounter that will help you today?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of takeaways from that match, definitely. And one of it is, of course, our defending set pieces, and we hope not to concede any today.
And 2 matches to go in this group. Anything can happen. Perhaps you can manifest your own luck. All guns ablaze.
Yeah, I mean, the boys understood of what's the situation like. Okay, so I mean, they are eager to have a go at Tampines also today. And then end of the day, I mean, let's see after 90 minutes.
And will there be any changes in your starting lineup?
Yeah, we have only one change, okay, because Ryan Sanizal was injured the last game, so that's the only change with Andrew coming in. That's all. Yeah.
So just to give you some context here for both these clubs, Young Lions started with a 2-0 defeat at the hands of DPMM, but then they bounced back superbly with a 3-0 hammering against Hougang United. 10-man Hougang United for a half, which certainly helped their cause. As for BG Tampines Rovers, a last gasp goal by DPMM meant it ended 1-1, and their second game they edged out Albirex Niigata And so it means now a win here really puts them in a great position for BG Tampines Rovers, but also a win here for Young Lions could also help their goal tally and just go above DPMM, and all to play for. Hideo Kamis here with me in the commentary position. We got quite a game ahead of us.
Yeah, I think yesterday's results was really good for both teams that are playing against one another tonight. I think a draw would suit Brunei DPMM, but I'm sure both teams have other plans. BG Tampines Rovers, in terms of results, they have been decent over the last 5 games over the league and also the cup. Young Lions as well, having the last 3 games, they haven't lost a game yet. They have been really stable, and in terms of how they have been putting out their performances, a bit of tweak and changes tactically as well from Fadzu over the last 3 games, which brought in a bit more stability in midfield, a bit more control in midfield. So I'm expecting a huge game tonight, and I think it's important for both teams not to lose this evening.
Yeah, absolutely right. You talked about the form there. Tampines Rovers with a very disheartening loss against Lion City Sailors at the end of February. They bounced back on the 9th of March with a hammering of Albrecht's Niigata. That's just tightened things up a little bit in the race. Ahmad Akasha is in charge of this one. Wang Xinjie and Kasi Gopikana are his assistants. Farhad Mohammed is the 4th official. VAR today being overseen by Clarence Liao and assisted by Rohaida Nasir. Yeah, and Young Lions, as you mentioned, unbeaten in the last 3. It's one of the best runs they've had this season. And Hideo, what is it that you've enjoyed about Young Lions in recent weeks?
Well, I've seen all of their last 3 games. I think ever since Bill came in,
well, we'll just come back to that. Keep that one on ice as we talk about BG Tampines Rovers. Their last match, 4-0 hammering of Albrecht Niigata, as I mentioned. Just 2 changes from that one. Amrul Adli comes in ahead of Irfan Najib, and Joel Chu is preferred to Arya Igami. That has been sort of, they've been kind of alternating matches at the moment. So very much like for like changes there. Igami getting on the score sheet as well against his former club in the last match. Gavin Lee said it's about the performances. They're not going to worry about goals and all that. He just is very keen to see his team play the way that he is so keen on.
I'm sure he knows that the results are the most important here. And he always tries to put the pressure away from his team and trying to focus on the process. And I think at the back of his mind, I'm sure he's going to gun for that 3 points.
Young Lions might feel a little aggrieved that they couldn't get over the line against DPMM in their last match. That was a league game on the 8th of March. It ended 1-1. They had plenty of opportunities there. Just the one change with Andrew Au coming in for Ryan Sanizal, who we are told has got this rather interesting injury, not one that I'm particularly aware of. It's called a high ankle sprain from the last game. Should be out for the rest of the season, apparently. Fadzu Hasni Juraimi will not have a regular. He was in line for a national call-up too as well. Aizul Yazid is still suspended for this one. Is serving out a 4-match ban at the moment. And Irian Fundi, the last of the Fundis, should we say? I'm looking for the right phrase. Thank you. The last of the Fundis, the 4th Fundi brother. He is on the bench. He's just transferred to Young Lions. Let's see if he might get a run out today. But I remember you and I did that Young Lions DPMM game, and we saw Jun Kobayashi start in central midfield.
Yeah.
And we were quite enjoying that, weren't we? I know he may not like it too much, but then because of Ryan Sanizal's problem, he kind of had to move back.
And I think that's the reason why Brunei DPMM got back into the game.
Right.
Tactically, the central midfield area was not stable enough. I think the situation where now Fatsuhani wants to solve is to stick to Jun Kobayashi playing at the defensive midfield position, which he is tonight.
He is indeed.
Yeah.
And that means
Akil Yazid is playing that centre-back position.
Yeah, that's an interesting call for Akil to be there. Kyoga Nakamura, of course, very much part of the Singapore 11 nowadays, ever since he got his citizenship. Shazwan Buhari from BG Tampines Rovers, Irfan Najib, who's on the bench today, Glenn Quay, who's starting, also there. Young Lions have some representatives. Fairuz Fazli will be celebrating that, as will Raul Suhaimi. Those are the two that got the call up, both in action. Raul Suhaimi, by the way, has got the captain's armband. Look at that, racing out to clear that one. Umair Sujuwandi.
Great ball by Zlatkovic to pick out the run of Enomoto.
There's Shuya Yamashita at the back. Zlatkovic on the left-hand side now, with Dylan Fox playing in the middle. This is sort of a new thing that they've done in the last few games, and he does enjoy going forward. He's asking for the ball, by the way. Doesn't get it this time. Here is Fox. Now he gets it out across to the left back. Nakamura. That's a decent ball, just runs away from Inomoto up against his old club, where he really made his name there.
I loved him when he played with Young Lions. I think he showed a lot of character in terms of helping out the defense from the top. I think his work ethic was absolutely first class.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, when you run that much, you work that much, and you still have to score because you're judged based on the goals that you score as a striker.
Sure.
He brought in a lot of goals as well for Young Lions. And I think that prompted BG Tampines Rovers to look at him after the departure of Boris Kopitovic to Bali United.
Yeah, big loss there. Someone who's been consistently scoring goals, Boris Kopitovic, and they acted pretty quickly.
So definitely we're going to see a game where BG is trying to hold on to possession much more and have slow and more controlled build up into the attacking third. Something we didn't really see against Lions D Sailors, where they decided to go direct.
I'm just playing out the different scenarios in my head with DPMM watching this, I'm sure.
Wow.
And they'll want BG Tampines Rovers to win everything now, and then it'll be a straight shootout between them and Young Lions, because if Young Lions lose this, then they're done.
Yeah, I think once Young Lions loses it, it becomes it still becomes a difficult situation because of the last match between Hougang United and BG Tampines Rovers.
Yeah, if Young Lions lose, they'll only have one match after this, and they cannot then catch up with DPMM.
Yeah.
A draw would actually be probably not great for DPMM. It still gives Young Lions that opportunity. They will still have a positive goal difference. It will come down to the last game. There's also, let's not forget, Hougang United.
Yeah, I think if the last game between Hougang United and BG Tampines Rovers ends up in a draw.
Yeah, correct.
Or
there could have a situation.
Yeah.
Could have a situation with 7 points and
8 points for BG and 7 points for DPMM and Hougang.
Sekunori with a wild effort. The only club that is well and truly out of Group A is Albrechts Niigata, who are off this weekend from Cup action. That's back from Yamashita, Shazwan Buhari.
And between those two, I think Young Lions, if let's say they win today's game, they are going to be playing Albrechts Niigata next.
Exactly. That was a big kick out, wasn't it, from Umair?
Two consecutive kicks by Umair.
Yeah.
Not fantastic. Quality was not high. And I think the choice of pass was bad as well.
Bill Mamadou gets it out to Andrew Au, who's the only change today for Ryan Sanizal, as we mentioned. Oh, it's a decent ball. Sekonori, did he do the right thing there? Could he have let it run across his body and taken the shot?
I thought he would let it run, touch it back to his left foot and take the shot on his left foot. But he decided to come back to his right before taking that shot. I mean, he has a good left foot as well. It's not a situation where, you know, usually left-footed players only has a left foot. But it's different for him. But Young Lions, 6 minutes, are still not in the game. They are not convincing enough in terms of how they are building up, especially from the goalkeeper, Umair.
There's Jun Kobayashi. He can just kind of drop back and slot back into that defense if need be. This is where he's most comfortable in and is...
Yeah. I think tactically it works well. There are a few options for him.
Yeah, and it allows your fullbacks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To get forward. There's Raul Sahaimi, one of them. Puts that over the top. Danish Kayu, what a great goal he scored.
Yeah.
Against TPMM. Fine finish. Had a few chances actually in that one. Raul Sahaimi. Hit by Kobayashi. Bill Mamadou is having a go from there, my goodness. Over the top from Jun Kobayashi to Kan Kobayashi. No relation. Raul Sahaimi actually did really well there. Amir Shafiz. Oh, that's a chance. Maybe the angle not quite in favour of Danish Kayu, but he takes the first shot for Young Lions.
You see his reaction after he took that shot. He was looking back towards Amir Shafiz. He wanted the ball to roll a bit forward for him to take that first time shot instead of
having to take the touch.
Having to take that touch. It's easier for him as well. But still a good chance for Young Lions and himself.
Well, that will just give them a bit of confidence here, Young Lions.
I think possession-wise, it was all BG before that shot from Young Lions. Just a small, good spell from Young Lions ended up in a good chance for them.
Well, there is an early goal from the other game. Song Wei-ong, who is... His omission in the national team has raised a few eyebrows. He opens the scoring in the 8th minute for Lion City Sailors against Ballista Khalsa. Omission or absence, depending on different perspectives. But yeah, that could be a very interesting game. Of course, LCS have just come off the Champions League win.
Huge win for them.
Massive, great result. Amir Shafiz is down. Oh, he's just twisted his ankle there, perhaps.
Well, I hope it's all right. I think it was really an innocent contact by Nakamura.
Yamashita and Fox there. Dylan Fox, recent signing. It's a lovely breeze going right across the stadium. We've had this sort of weather for a while now.
Well, it started out quite warm, and I think over the course of an hour ago, things have gotten cooler and
absolutely
perfect weather for a game of football.
Yeah. Joel Chu just dropping here. I think we were also saying, weren't we, that the drop-off from Young Lions in the last game against DPMM coincided with Kobayashi having to drop himself from where he was on the pitch.
And it becomes a situation where Fatullah comes in, and I don't think he has that capacity to play as a sole defensive midfielder, which is why one of the Japanese players, I think it was Kan Kobayashi, coming back to partner him in midfield in a 4-2-3-1. So dynamic changes, the way they build up change as well.
It's a nice little break as well earlier there from Young Lions. There's Kan Kobayashi, Danish Kayu. Amir leaves it. A little bit slow there, Fox. They're asking for something here.
Amir Shafiz is asking.
Still got his hand up, looking across at the referee. Just waiting to see any news. That just bounces pretty much over Joel Chu.
I think it needed a different type of ball from Shah.
Now there's that handball. He's kicked it onto his own hand there.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if we're talking about natural positions and all that kind of thing.
It wasn't a
No, it's not a natural position, is it? I mean, he's kicked it onto his own hand. I really don't know what handball is anymore, to be honest with you.
There's so many interpretations for it at this point of time.
So
sometimes I don't even know what a foul is as well.
Well, yeah, you made that clear yesterday. But okay, for you, for that in that instance, is that a penalty?
Handball.
Yeah, handball's handball.
Handball is handball. It's so clear.
Well, we're just waiting to see whether there was any kind of check, and it's been cleared. No issues.
I mean, of course, it's accidental, right?
Yeah. But well, you've seen accidental handballs given, right? Here's Inamoto. Bill Mamadou has shepherded that very well.
He has been fantastic, Bill Mamadou. I think him being in that position allowed every single one of the other Young Lions players to be a bit more confident. He organizes well.
Is he someone that you'd earmark for the future as well, Singapore?
Yeah, but he needs to have a bit more game time.
Right.
Like if he's in LCS, you look at the players there, a lot of them are foreigners.
Yeah,
so of course, they are going to be starting much more than him. It's really up to him to get back his position or get his position.
So maybe the stint with Young Lions, now that he's there, will just give him that, you know, the minutes that he requires.
You know, you train as much as you want or as much as you can, but it's the games that brings you those experiences. with those matches. So you need to play those matches.
There's just a clash here. As he went down, it didn't look good for Glenn Quay off Raul Suhaimi. It's quite often that landing, isn't it?
Yeah, but
look at the left leg. What do you think?
It is a foul as well. Raul Suhaimi didn't get anything on the ball. Yeah. That's a foul.
Okay, so we're saying that's a Okay, he's good. That's the first concern, is whether he's going to get up.
Yeah, especially when he's so close to the national team games. You don't want your players that is involved in the national team to be out injured.
Yeah, absolutely. Going across the face of the goal, Amir clears. Back to Fox. Bit more balance in the game for you now?
Yeah, I think both sides are trying to get a hold of the game with their style of play.
Raul doing maybe just enough? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, in terms of number of chances as well, it's pretty much equal. Young Lions quite hard to break down in defense. Defending in a 4-4-2. Central area is very compact, forcing play to be out on the sides. And the good thing about Young Lions is they are not drawn out of position that much, especially when you know that BG players or BG's way of playing rotates a lot in terms of personnel.
Joel Chu gets it up to Inamoto. Here's Seo Kunori. Oh, he went wide again.
Yeah.
A couple of the decisions today have been interesting.
Yeah, he could have taken that shot.
Yeah.
Like the opening was there for him to take that shot, but he decided to go out further wide. Let's look at it. It is again. This one, first touch, boom. And I think we have seen him done it many times, especially when he was with Albrecht.
Interesting. Twice now, he has not opted to take the shot early or earlier. Slip through Joel Chu. That will go out for a corner.
Well, it's a bit odd how Young Lions is defending now, because usually when you have two players on the ball for the corner kicks, you would have another player to defend. It becomes a 2v2. Now it's still a 2v1 at the sides there, which is why that opportunity happened.
Look at how congested it is inside that 6-yard box, my goodness. A lot going on in there. The referee is in a very good position. He's watching it closely. Oh, has it got through? Climbing air above everyone else. Well, there was so much going on.
I was just about to say that in terms of size, I think BG Tampines Rovers will have an advantage, especially Dylan Fox.
Well, he's the fox in the box, isn't he?
And you look at the goalkeeper, Umar, he's not...
Yeah, the biggest.
Yeah, the biggest as well, the tallest. So when you are in a position where they are now, it's supposed to be his. It's a 6-yard area. It's supposed to be his. But look at him. He's undecided.
Yeah.
He's being blocked. But
to be clear, is there anything there for you to look at?
Yeah, I think if you look at Dylan Fox, he was pretty much jumping over his opponent. I wasn't sure who he was, but he was pushing the opponent down. So that should be taken. Or rather, the referee should be taking a second look at that.
So, will there be?
For me, after looking at that replay, it's a foul.
Well,
it has to be a foul.
Could there be a review? Should there be a review? Certainly looks like there was some contact there made as Fox goes up.
Fox was pushing
him down to get himself up, right? So, how are they going to deal with this now? Referee
Ahmad Akasha
is just waiting. Now, have another look at Fox. He's got Bill Mamadou. He's pushed him here.
It was again, how is that not a foul?
You've seen the sort of bending.
Yeah, how is that not a foul? And
goal has been given. As Young Lions come forward here, slip through Andrew. Ow! Oh, that was a great chance there for Ogawa.
Dylan Fox again making that block. Two massive contributions by Dylan Fox. Just a minute away from one another. Ooh, wow.
Certainly a talking point, that one. We'll have highlights and analysis for you at half-time.
This is a well-worked build-up from Young Lions. Wanted to just place it in across, but Dylan Fox was there to make the block.
Did Inomoto get a little touch on it?
Oh, it could be. I was
to him.
I think I was pretty busy looking at the foul, or the potential foul, rather than who got the last touch.
Yeah, so it has been credited to Itsuki Inomoto. It was Dylan Fox taking all the credit there. There's Inomoto! That's a decent save, isn't it, for Sujuwandi? Good reflexes from him. Well, he just scored against his old club, as per the officials. It's about as good as he could do with the ball so high in the air.
Yeah. There's nothing much he could have done better there, Inomoto, but at least got it on target. Get a corner out of it. Nakamura playing it to Shah.
Shah, he runs, going for it!
Oh.
Shah's got the goal, but you've got to ask questions there of the keeper.
Yep. You look at his position. The moment the ball was being the shot was being taken by Shah Shahiran, you could see that he was not in a perfect position or a good position for a start to make that save. He was too much on the right hand side, allowed his left to be open.
Well, that is a disappointing couple of minutes now for Young Lions.
Well, the ball was played out. He didn't push himself out further. Omer, he should be standing closer to the 6-yard box. And especially when you're not big, you're not tall, you have to really be in a good position to really understand the situation and judge, anticipate.
And this is a credit as well, as poor as it is from Umair, that's a credit to Shah as well, right? To spot the keeper.
It wasn't a great shot.
No.
It wasn't really a great shot.
He just had to go for placing. He saw where the keeper was placed. Well, this game now looks tough, doesn't it, for Young Lions? Down inside the first 25 minutes by a couple of goals. And they were holding their own up till then.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty even game up until the goal.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
Now
tough.
it's all
Zlakovic.
BG,
Away by Akil Yazid. There's Dylan Fox. Kobayashi. Ogawa. Oh, that almost got through to Amir. Is that a foul on Glenn Quay?
Referee plays for the waves for play on. Well, you definitely know what's going to come here after BG taking a 2-goal lead,
Yeah.
They're gonna just hold on to the ball.
Yeah. They're very good at managing that bit, aren't
yeah.
they?
And they're not gonna expend a lot of energy because they are comfortable and they know they know how to find those moments to go forward.
This is a real test of character now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And again, for consecutive days, Shaz, we've had a big call from the referee.
Yeah. VAR, actually, to be more precise. Though yesterday it did go to review, the one you're referring to. Say Kanori. There's Itsuki Inamoto.
You're running rings around Young Lions now.
Yeah, agreed. Amir is chasing down. Ramsala, but Ramsala has got the second goal for Lion City Sailors, 2-0 over there as well. Lion City Sailors have only played one cup match so far. And you'd expect them to finish top of the group with all those matches in hand. Corner here for Young Lions who want to pull the goal back, start putting the pressure back on BG Tampines Rovers.
They have to get something before half-time, Young Lions.
Away by Inamoto. There's Joel Chu. Here's Glenn Quay.
Similar situation as yesterday as well, 2-0. DPMM were looking to get a goal before half-time, but couldn't. But at least they got an early goal in the second half, and that's exactly what Young Lions want tonight. Get back into the game, forget about what happened. Especially things that they can control, which is their emotions right now. Manage that and manage the game better. Well, funnily enough, I was just thinking about it. No one really asked for a foul.
Yeah, I agree. It was very muted. No one was like arm in the air, and
even Kobayashi,
who was the one who got fouled,
and he's usually
or
vocal.
Fouled.
He's usually really vocal about mistakes or fouls or referees' calls.
So perhaps may have felt it wasn't as bad as it appears.
Wow, this was a foul from Kunori.
Free kick now for Young Lions. Ogawa's a decent ball in, but Amuro Ladley puts it out for a corner.
It's always difficult to mark. You look at Kobayashi, he not the one in the middle, the number 5, Jun Kobayashi. He's always staying ahead of the line, and when the ball is being played, he just blocks the run of his marker to go forward, and he's pretty much ahead of him.
Flag has gone up. Referee has just said carry on. Here's Glenn Quay storming down, looking across to see Inomoto. He's going to go for goal. Oh, beautiful shot. It rockets off the post. And on the rebound, Joel Chu there.
High speed attack.
Brilliant.
From Glenn Quay and BG Tampines Rovers. You look at how he just realized that, hey, I can go for it alone. Opened up his body, try to play it across, hit the post, and Joel Chu with the second level of support, but they had too many blue players blocking the goal.
He just seems so much more comfortable when he's playing up here rather than as a fullback, doesn't he? Oh, that's a loose ball! And it's smashed in! Itsuki Inomoto has made it 3. Well, they are all over the shop at the moment. Young Lions at the back. And this game could well and truly be over now.
Yeah.
With 3 goals to the good for BG Tampines Rovers.
And again, I mentioned it earlier on. There's 2 players on the ball, and there was still 1 defender there.
Right.
And this is exactly what happened. Let's look at the replay here. It's 2v1. Obviously, there's space for Glenn Quay here to play the ball in, and that's exactly what happened. And a lot of chaos in the center. Inomoto was first to that chaos and extended the lead much further for BG here to make it 3-0.
Well, this is obviously great news as far as DPMM are concerned, yep. Though we did say, of course, Hougang and Tampines still have to play. And a draw could eliminate DPMM in that one. Of course, still a long way to go.
That epic goal was scored by player number 9, Itsuki!
Well, I'm not surprised if Umer is being brought out at halftime. He has made numerous mistakes. I think 2 of them been really huge, which led to 2 goals.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Young Lions here, and it was a lot of promise until about the 20th odd minute. They were holding their own. This one looks like it's in danger of being over before half-time.
Well, I really wasn't expecting this situation to happen. I thought it was going to be a more closer contest between these 2 teams.
Well, goal difference could be a key factor in this competition, so they've done themselves a world of good here. They're now on +4, Tampines Rovers.
With 7 points.
With 7 points, so they're now equal with DPMM and better in terms of goal difference. They play Hougang United in the last game, so that'll be a fascinating one to see after the international break. And, well, if they both play out a draw, then DPMM will be out. Of course, if Tampines Rovers beat them, then that's a different story. But this is not good for Young Lions. They would have minimum wanted a draw out of this. And it looks like a long way to get 3 goals, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when the first 35 here, you pretty much had only maybe 2 chances.
Yeah. Here's Shah. He's got Glenko every need. Itsuki Inamoto's making a run. Tough one into his feet. Yeah, I think he knows he probably should have done better with that.
Well, he should have held his run just by maybe 1 second more, and that's exactly what I think Shah wanted him to do, so that he can play this ball through, control it forward rather than diagonally to the right. Put him in a better position to try to score. Something is not clicking in the Young Lions team today. It lacks that connector from midfield to attack. And they are good, of course, when they have lesser pressure from the opponent, especially with the 3 centre backs here. But to get forward and to get that ball into that space in between the lines, it's difficult for them. Has been difficult for them in the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking earlier about, of course, Jun Kobayashi being sort of this new defensive midfielder role that might try to stiffen things up a little bit. Hasn't really worked out. He's just going over to have a word with Akil Yazid as well. There's Amir, who's been fouled by Shuya Yamashita. Now, I'm just, it's interesting is seeing Kobayashi talk to, I mean, Akil's not a natural centre-back. But do you think that's contributed to the goals today a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's quite loose on his side. Again, you need an organizer as well. You can be a really top-notch defender in individual situations, but if you are at the back, you need to have the ability to organize the players in front of you. If you don't want to defend, you got to make sure the players in front of you, in midfield and in attack, to defend for you, so that the ball doesn't come to you to defend.
Referee just stopping things. Andrew out. Oh, that's really overhit.
Not going well at all for Young Lions, even in attack. Pretty simple cross from Andrew Au. Hasn't lived up to the quality.
Here's someone we've not really talked about much, probably because we haven't needed to. Zlatkovic. He hasn't had too many of those bombing runs down the left-hand side. Likes to get involved.
I was just looking at Jun Kobayashi. I think he told an instruction to Andrew Au maybe about 3 times, but it fell on deaf ears.
Here's Bill Mamadou. I mean, it's tough, isn't it, Hideo? You're 3-0 at half-time. If you're Fadzu Hasni now, I mean, to be able to psych them up now for the second half, obviously they still have to go out and do a job, but it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, especially when things haven't really happened for them in the first half. But again, you can definitely use that to just motivate them and making sure that, you know, you got only 45 minutes in the cup now. If you lose, you're out.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, so fair point.
Take it as it is, play your best 45 in the second half and see where it takes you. Of course, you have small little targets for you to try to reach, you know, try to score in the first 10 or even in the first 15 and try to score the second goal in the second 15.
That's not a bad ball. Andrew Au in a good position. Is anyone there to follow up? They'll get a corner.
Somebody has
puts it out.
Somebody has to be in the 6-yard box. Again, Amir Shafi's is not the striker who is always going to be there. He drops off a lot. And I think he has to realize as well, the moment Andrew Au is in that position, just sprint and get yourself in there. And you need that goal.
Yeah. It's crying out for someone to be there.
Yeah. You can't allow your number 8, Ogawa, to be ahead of you. You are the striker.
Yeah, this is the eternal debate for forwards that love to just come back and get involved. When is it too much? Here's the corner. Kobayashi getting some contact on it, not enough.
Well, I think for me, if you are not Messi, you're not allowed to come back and not be in the box after that.
Ooh, is that onside? It looked interesting there. He's going to take the shot!
Ooh.
He lets fly. Yeah,
That's
it is certainly
offside.
going to be offside anyway. It wouldn't have counted.
Ooh, stuff. I think he was maybe half a yard offside.
Yeah, I think from where we were looking at it in real time, it certainly did look like it. But they've just not had enough opportunities to really cause problems for Joel Chu. We're not going to get there. Sorry, Kobayashi. This is Fairuz. He's been quite quiet as well. Andrew Au. Back to Fairuz. Away by Amirul Adli. Danish. Here's Amir. Slips it through, Kobayashi. Oh, did he wait just a little too long? It's a goal kick.
Could have just played it in.
Yeah.
Or even try to hit the ball to Yamashita to get a corner kick.
They did well in this position.
Yeah, he made a good run. He made a good run to try to penetrate through.
Glenn Quay. Well, Suhaimi is quick to it. These two have had quite the battle tonight.
Yeah, he's doing well, Rahul Suhaimi. He's doing well, Rahul Suhaimi. Look, you know, he's there. He's waiting for Glenn Quay to get control of the ball first to see what happens. Whether he's miscontrolling it or get it under control rather than just bashing it through.
Into the final minute of this first half. Here's Inamoto. With a couple of goals and a corner.
Inamoto again doing well to get a corner kick from there, nowhere else to go. Now we're going to see a change here in how they defend the corner kick.
Umera gets something on it, but is it enough? Sekunori, he's been quite tentative today, gotta say.
think a goalkeeper has to really have presence in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's shying away now after making that mistake. Now he has to show his personality. He has to really, get back into what he wants to do or he can do. He has put in good performances over the last 3 games, but tonight he has to prove it after making a mistake. That's where the mental strength comes in as well.
Yeah, agreed. There's Ogawa. 2 minutes of added time. We've had one of those now. Andrew Al just angling that in towards Shafiz. Ahmed Shafiz. Bill Mamadou. Everyone inside this BG Tampines Rovers up. They can pull one back now, maybe. Just gives them some hope for the second half. And that attack peters out. Two minutes are done, and on the dots, Ahmad Akasha blows for half-time here, just as BG Tampines Rovers have blown away Young Lions. It has been, after the first 20 minutes, one-way traffic. The former player has scored 2 goals as well. That is going to hurt. Also a goal from Shah Shahiran, but I think it's the nature of the goals that will annoy Young Lions.
Yeah, I think it was too simple, too easy. They have a lot to do in the second half. Fazul Hasni has to really speak to his team and put on a much improved performance in the next 45 minutes.
Half-time score then here in the Singapore Cup at Jalan Besar Stadium. BG Tampines Rovers 3, Young Lions 0. We'll have highlights and analysis next. Welcome back to the second half here, or to half time, I should say, second half. A short while away, we are going to be looking at the highlights of this first half with BG Tampines Rovers in firm control now at 3-0 against Young Lions. And actually, when we look back at it, Young Lions were spirited, weren't they, at the start?
Yeah, I think they knew exactly what they were supposed to do. They know that they're not going to get a lot of possession. This time around, Danish Kaim getting a pass from his striker Amir Shafiz. Obviously he would want it further up so he can just finish it first time, but it was a good chance for him to take the lead.
This was a contentious first goal where Dylan Fox just climbing over Kobayashi there. Didn't seem to be too much in terms of protest from Young Lions, but the replay certainly seemed to indicate that it was...
Both hands are over Kobayashi. Look at that. Look at that. How can that not be a foul? Kobayashi can't jump because of that, and that constitutes a foul.
It was Inamoto got the final touch on the ball. Then up the other end, Inamoto looking for a second. That's about all he could do with the ball at that height. Improvised quite nicely, and a decent save from Umar.
Yeah. Inamoto first touch wasn't fantastic, but he did what he did after that. Still got a corner out of it. And I think this is where the second goal came in. Shashairan, a lot of time, a lot of space. Looked at where Umar was and just placed it on his left and managed to extend the lead for BG Tampines. I think one criticism that I think Shashairan have had over the years is he doesn't score enough. It's a good thing to find him in the score sheet here with a really cool and just calm finish.
And your point was, of course, where Umar was kind of positioned a little bit to the right of the goal.
And he wasn't just that, he was too far and close to his goal. He has to go maybe 2 or 3 steps further forward.
Now, this was a glorious counter-attack from BG Tampines Rovers. Glenn Quay, what a run from him.
Yeah, I think he only had one thing in his mind. Like, no one was really trying to close him down, open his body up, managed to just try to place it. And on the second attempt, Joel Chu was being blocked and headed away by Andrew Au. Let's look at it over here again. He's fast, he's quick. No one really could have caught up with him. Joel Chu again, just hitting it in to see and hope things might happen. Poor corner kick, defending here from Young Lions.
And look who's there, a former player, Itsuki Inamoto, pouncing on that one first. It was all a bit messy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really messy. 2 against 1. Not the first time in the first half here for Young Lions, and no one really cleared the ball convincingly for Young Lions, and it fell to Inamoto. And of course, when you are in the 6-yard box, you are a striker, and you're just gonna hit it at the back of the net with any part of your body.
So this is how the stats look at the moment. You'd be maybe surprised that possession is almost equal, but certainly nothing equal about the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, on target 5 for BG, Young Lions 0. I think that's where Young Lions have to focus on in the second half to even try to get themselves in many more times in the attacking third and try to get at least all shots on target to have a chance of scoring.
There is another game going on at the moment, of course, at Bishan Stadium. That's Lion City Sailors versus Bannister Khalsa, and an early goal for Lion City Sailors. That's a fine finish, isn't it? Song Wei-yong in the 8th minute here, opening the scoring.
I'm pretty sure it was counter-attack because Madhu was not inside and Chedeng was not inside. But it was a good finish by So Young.
But Ramsala added to that in the 25th minute. Oh, what a finish.
Wow. Well, this is definitely our first time looking at that goal.
Yeah.
He started on the left, so I thought like, well, is he going to take a shot from there? And he eventually did.
Well, these are the scorelines so far. We had 7 goals yesterday. We've got 5 so far. Every chance we are going to add to that tally. And things are looking good for BG, Tampines Rovers and Lion City Sailors at the moment. Let's see how things pan out in the second half. We'll be back for that in just a short while. Welcome back to Jalan Besar Stadium. Singapore Cup match is well and truly in favour of BG Tampines Rovers with a 3-0 lead at half-time against Young Lions. If you'd seen the highlights, or been following us in the first half, you'll have seen the circumstances of those goals. There are no changes for either side as well coming into this second half. Did you think, you felt that there might well have been a tweak from Young Lions especially?
Yeah, I thought that maybe Fatullah would be coming in and Kobayashi would move back. I thought that maybe Akil Yazid hasn't had a good first half, and I think that will bring a bit more compactness and stability in the central areas. But I think it's also about the approach now for Young Lions. They have to be a bit more adventurous. They have to hold on to the ball a little bit more and try to break BG Tampines down while in possession, rather than, you know, from all those counter attacks.
Oh, we have Inomoto just down for the moment. Slowly getting himself up. Let's see if they come up with renewed vigour here, Young Lions. Fairuz. Can that be kept in? Does appear to be the case. That's a poor ball in from Andrew out.
He got himself into a really good position here. First touch, he's trying to cut in, but the second one just sliced it up. But again, you have to have more players in the box. Ami Shafiz was the one there, but I don't think he was in a good position to receive it. Oh, they are pressing high now, Young Lions.
That's a decent ball in there, Kobayashi.
Oh,
what a position he was. He doesn't really get a good connection on that, straight at Shazwan.
I think the ball from Danish Karim was good in terms of finding that small space that they have. But it needed, I think, a little bit more for him to control it better, and for him to take that shot.
Oh, look at the pace there, shown by Glenn Quay to get to the ball first. Save Kanori. They go up the other end now. Can they make Young Lions pay? Kyoga Nakamura. Here is Milos Latkovic. Kanori. Zlatkovic. Glenn Quay can't control.
Get a little bit closer, Young Lions. I think they are quite passive in terms of how they are defending in and around the penalty box. You don't need to be jumping in, but you got to get a little bit closer.
Nakamura. Oh, Bill Mamadou. Guess he wasn't to know. Andrew out. Oh. Too easy to get away by Zlatkovic.
Forcing it in. It was the opportunity wasn't there.
Umer's just going to shepherd that out. Should he be doing it? He's been caught out here.
Well, if he wants to do it, he has to be stronger.
Yes.
He has to be stronger.
Now, Inamoto is asking what was wrong with that. They've all got to pay attention here because here's Joel Chu. And again, he's just found the gap way too easily. They were, again, it's just so untidy.
You got to give credit to Glenn Quay. He read it, he anticipated it, he went for it, intercepted that ball from a poor pass from Umer. Look at that, really casual. And Joel Chu saw that hole, and again Umer's position. He has to go further forward because he's not tall enough and he's not big enough to stretch and dive and cover the whole space.
These are young players. They've got a long way to go in their careers, but when someone is not having a good game, they're not having a good game, right?
Yeah. And I think we have to treat them as professionals, not as a young player anymore. Yeah, they are learning, but I think Omar is 22, right? If it's in an age where you either make it or not, right, as a pro.
Well, fair to say, 3 of the 4 goals today.
Yeah, it's him. It's on him. And he has to take the blame and made it that it's his fault. I was expecting a change in this.
You actually mentioned that.
Yeah.
I think midway through the first half already. It's a very untested Ralph Irwan.
It's simply because he's not recovering from his mistakes.
Yeah.
He has made a few, and he has made much more after that. So mentally, he's not in the game anymore right now.
I wonder how much of that was also what had happened just before that, when he was trying to shepherd the ball out. He was caught out, maybe still nervy. Then with the goal kick. I mean, when you kick it straight out like that, and you've seen players around you, I mean, it's kind of an obvious thing not to do, right?
But it's tough for a goalkeeper now because he's alone, right? He's not part of the game where he needs to run forward, chase, press, and try to win the ball and get involved. So now he's speaking to himself more than any other player.
Right, yeah.
So his positive words has to come in straight away and forget about all his mistakes, but he's not doing that at this point.
Yeah, it's looking even tougher now.
Yeah.
For BG Tampines Rovers, well ahead here in Young Lions. Really struggling to get any kind of grip on this. And to concede a goal so early on in the second half as well.
Yeah. I don't really want to be sounding too critical or rather towards Umer, because I always speak what I see. It's nothing personal. It's always about what I see on the pitch. And at this point of time, I don't think he's going to be helping the team if he's not recovering from his mistakes. He's not tough enough. It could be much, much more in terms of the scoreline.
I mean, yesterday we were talking about Kenji Rushdie, who was making a series of mistakes. That's a great ball to Inamoto. And that's good. That's good work. He's well outside his area.
I think these are the things where he needs to, I'm doing something good now.
Sure.
Let's build on it.
Now Zlakovic. Still Zlakovic looks up. He sees Glenn Quay. Body's in the way again.
Well, it does look like some of the young Lions players are gassed out.
Right. You're right.
Andrew Au is one of them. He didn't really have enough to get back.
Yeah.
And put the pressure on Zlatkovic.
So Kodai Tanaka has pulled one back for Balasa Khalsa, gets his old club. Two-one there. Ooh, that makes it a little bit interesting, doesn't it? So a fight back from Balasa Khalsa. Not so much here from this young Lion side at the moment. They look quite deflated.
Yeah, I think I'm more about damage control now rather than trying to get back into the game. It's too much, too many goals. Try to even get a draw.
Zlatkovic not very happy there. And so that frustration is coming through.
Good tackle here from Ba Mamadou. Bill Mamadou. Ba Mamadou is the father of
Yeah,
Bill
father,
Mamadou.
yeah, correct. Bill Mamadou clears. Yamashita has got Amir Shafi's chasing him down. Bill Mamadou, Yamashita.
Almost a good ball.
Yeah, prevents that from getting to Amir Shafi's. Still a long way to go in this match, more than half an hour, 35 minutes or so with a bit of added time. Kobayashi. But it would appear it is over as a contest.
Yeah. Well, we are seeing goals. Usually when you have 4 goals in a game, you would bring a really exciting and quite match, quite even contest, but it's been far too easy for BG this evening.
There's Seikanori. Well, the disappointment of that defeat to Lion City Sailors for BG Tampines Rovers can be put aside at least for a few weeks. The league action does not resume till April, and they can really put on a decent cup run as well between now and their next league fixture. Here's Joel Chu. They do play Lion City Sailors one more time right at the end of the season in May. That's put away, out of play by Kobayashi.
Absolutely fantastic cross here from Zlatkovic. Just outside the 6-yard area, really close to the 6-yard box. Inamoto was there as well, waiting and lurking.
A couple of changes for BG Tampines Rovers, by the way. Glenn Quay has had an excellent game. He's going to make way shortly after this corner, as is Joel Chu.
Not bad for a replacement.
Absolutely.
For a substitution, yeah. New energy, new fresh pair of legs.
Yeah, 2 Singapore internationals will come on, though neither one of them has been called up for this upcoming international break. Not as of now, anyway. They did mention that there will be some additions after this weekend, so maybe an opportunity for Faris Ramli and Taufik Suparno to make an impression. Glenn Quay, last bit of action for him, perhaps.
Well, doesn't look like the sub is going to be made now. Game goes on.
Well, if they can't get the league here, they might put themselves in a good position for the cup.
Yeah. Well, I think for BG, they definitely needs to win at least one silverware every season.
A club of their stature.
Yeah. They have made a few signings as well in the transfer window, beefing up their defense with Dylan Fox and also Inamoto replacing Boris Kopitovic.
Yeah.
They have a decent squad in terms of not just having a good first 11, but
I mean, when you think that their last major trophy was 2019 in the Singapore Cup, you know, never won the league in more than a decade. It's incredible for a team of their stature, their history, their pedigree.
They were one team before the start of the season that I thought would give Lions Sea Sailors a close fight. I don't think it's as close as they would want or they want now, but they have the quality.
Yep, 7 points. Still a few games to go. That's a great ball through. Fairuz, pretty quiet game for him thus far. Well, that was poor communication and desperation there from Bill Mamadou. That looks to be offside for Say Kanori.
Again, misplaced pass by Fairuz. Bill couldn't get there first. Scrambling across, it was definitely offside. Siakonori was lurking behind the line of defense.
So Faris Ramli comes on. He's, remember, just come back after quite the layoff. Taufik Suparno, unfortunately, is quite used to this sort of role. Replaces Joel Chu.
For 30 minutes on a Sunday evening, already 4-0 up. No pressure of trying to win the game, because I think the game is pretty much already won. So enjoying yourself out there and hopefully get yourself called up over the weekend.
Young Lions look like they're also going to make a change. 2 changes to be exact. It's one of the changes you thought might have happened. We'll get that Umer Sujuandi. Amir's gone for a shot, and it's going to be a corner here. So those changes to be made. First up, Danish Kayum off for Ethan Pinto, like-for-like change. And a man who's kind of struggled a little bit today, Akil Yazid, is replaced by 19-year-old Ikram Mikhail.
Really interesting substitution here by Fatu.
Which one of the two?
Ikram Ismail. I thought that he would bring Fatullah in and push Kobayashi back. Oh, it's a goal.
Well, they've got one back. Well, that came out of the blue. Well, it's been so easy and straightforward.
Nice pinpoint corner kick here from Kobayashi to his namesake.
Did he get a touch on that, Amir Shafiz?
I don't think so. It's pretty similar to the... it could be, but it's pretty similar to the one that Dylan Fox and Inamoto scored.
I think there was, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Very slight touch. Focus.
Well, the focus is on
Kobayashi. I think they're just going to determine this here. Well, the goal stands. So Kobayashi's going to be given the goal for now. Jun Kobayashi, but has it all come a little too late. Shah Shahiran up to Faris Ramli. Oh, that's a bit late from Taufik on Andrew Au. It's just come on the pitch as well.
Yeah, first foul from Taufik Subarno.
I'm not sure Andrew Au made the right. He could have probably cleared that earlier, right?
Yeah, make things difficult for himself.
Yeah.
But again, I think yellow card offense for that.
Ikram Mikhail, by the way, is only made substitutes appearances so far. Only racked up 53 minutes of play before today. Last season only got 79 minutes, so still some way to go. Fairuz. Andrew Au chasing. He's got Zlatkovic on his case. Here's Andrew Au, who was trying to slip that through for Fairuz. Amir Shafiz. Well, you were talking about getting goals in little periods. That was probably a little off, but they get another one now.
Yeah, and they get another one now. They stand a better chance. But again, it's 3-goal deficit now.
That's a lot, isn't it?
Still a lot. and you only have 20 more minutes to go.
Well, they'll be happy, the BT Tampines Rovers fans.
Oh,
Cheeky effort by Kobayashi. Don't think there was too much panic there from Shazwan. Watch that all the way through. Bill's done well there. Yamashita there just tussling with Kobayashi.
it's two Japanese just going at it.
Seiya Kunori. Here's Itsuki Inamoto.
Good defending by Kobayashi here. Again, he's good at the 1v1s, Kobayashi. His timing of tackle is been really good so far as well. But he also does the organizing for the team. Ooh.
Wow, that could have been a problem. Oh, that handball there, Amaro Ladley.
If that is a handball, why wasn't the handball being called in
The box.
first half?
Yeah, you're right. Accidental almost kind of thing, yeah.
it's similar as well.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a clear-cut handball. So was the previous one.
That would have been a penalty for Young Lions in that.
And it was
instance.
0-0.
Yeah. Yeah. Free kick here. Young Lions, can they do something here? Make things a little interesting. Fox worked hard. Shasha Hiral. Still going. Now Inamoto. We had a 5-1 here yesterday. There's every chance we'll get that today. One more goal required from BT Tampines Rovers to meet yesterday's scoreline, to match that. Player down at the moment for Young Lions. There's a corner there. Looks like a case of cramps there for Andrew Au. Will he stay on? No, he's going to get taken off. And guess what? It is the lesser spotted Fandi, Irian Fandi, making his debut for Young Lions. Well, we haven't seen much of Irian Fandi at all.
Well, we haven't heard much from about him as well.
Some couple come on a couple times for Hougang before. Now 18 years of age. But he was the, I guess, the least developed of the brothers. Here's Taufik Suparno. That looked like it was on target. Bill Mamadou clears. Yeah, he was originally more of a rugby player, wasn't he? Irian Fandi, and got into football a lot later than his brothers, who were all making a name for themselves by the time they were 18, which is what he is now.
And he's the only one who plays in defense.
Yeah. Well, along with Irfan, but
Irfan
as a
started. Irfan started
as a striker.
As well.
Yeah. Was that onside? It probably is. Faris Ramli bearing down a goal, cuts in!
Oh! Oh, wow!
How has he missed that? He knows it. What a chance. No flag has gone up either to save him there, the blushes.
Yeah, it's definitely onside. He was really timing his run well. The Bill was playing him on. I think Bale and Fairu was playing on, but he really tricked everyone, maybe including himself.
Here's Taufik. Kyoga Nakamura.
I think now every shot could be a potential scoring threat.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, just to let you know that Raul Sahami's now come across to right back.
Yeah.
And Irian Fandi is left back. Well, we could have we're going to have another change here for Tampines Rovers, BG Tampines Rovers. Could have a day where the spine of the team is made up of the Fundis, right?
Well, could be.
Four brothers,
I'm still waiting for the day.
We have two of them, or three of them playing. It's been a while. Foul on Zlatkovic. Taufik. Kyoga Nakamura. About 12 minutes to go in this game. Inamoto. Took a while before he took that shot. Comes off Bill Mamadou. That looked like it might be his last action because he's going to get taken off Inamoto, but just a little bit more now. Nakamura, now Faris. Shah Shahiran. Nakamura.
But they are testing Umair much more now from long-range shots.
So that change is going to be made now, and the veteran Yasser Hanapi is gonna have a little cameo here. Quite often what happens with Yasser these days.
Yeah, I think he has accepted the role of what maybe Taufik Suparno is, or maybe taking more of a back seat, providing that experience and leadership role from the bench or from lesser on the spotlight.
Faris. So final 10 minutes then. Corner here for BG Tampines Rovers. Amir Shafi's after the headed clearance. Look at Seyo Konori there, working so hard. There's a foul though.
We have 5 players from BG Tampines Rovers, but definitely behind the ball when Amir Shafi was running towards their own goal. So that's exactly how much work they are putting in without the ball to not allow the opponent to score.
That's Amir Shafi's last bit of action. He's going to be replaced now. Amir is going to be off for Ryu Hardy, who had a bit of an appearance last time out. Kaise Ogawa is also making way for Fatullah.
Well, I think maybe Kobayashi is being pushed further forward. Rio Hardy coming in, playing with Fatullah and Jun Kobayashi in midfield.
So all changes made then for Young Lions.
Substitution for Young Lions. Player number 7, Amir Shafi, is being placed by player number 28, Ryu Hardy.
Here's Irian, looking to get that up towards his teammate. It's a lot of changes now, all been made. Wonder whether we'll see some youngsters for BG Tampines Rovers come on in these last few minutes. Just as soon as I say that, Keegan Pang is going to get a go. Well, he's 19, not quite as young as some of the others, but Ari Agami is also going to get a bit of a run out because Seyo Konori goes off. There's a foul on Fatullah. Amrul Ladley is also going to take a bit of a rest, early rest, and it's Keegan Pang who replaces him.
I think BG Tampines Rovers defense tonight didn't really have a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
Very comfortable in terms of managing the attack of Young Lions.
Couldn't get a clean shot there, Faris.
Yeah, Taufik Suparno was not helping him.
Shahiran. Now Faris Ramli. Decent ball in and a header from Taufik. Straight at Umair.
Good cross here from Faris Ramli. Only had Taufik Suparno in the center, but look how high he jumped. Taufik Suparno, that spring in his legs. But the header was quite direct to Umair.
Zlakovic intercepts that ball, or gets in the way at least. Here's Sekunori. Bit of a no-look pass. Taufik.
Oh, he wanted to pull the trigger, but something stopped him. Sekunori just playing it through, no-look pass. He turned, put it back to his right foot, but didn't take that shot and lost the ball to, I think it was Ikram.
Yasir. And there's Rio Hardy. Fairuz. Ethan Pinto here. Foul on Milos Zlakovic. And it looks like Kobayashi's gone down with cramp. So the changes are being made now by BG Tampines Rovers. Arya Igami replaces Sekunori. And Keegan Pang is on for Amirul Adli. Kobayashi has to stay on the pitch now because all the subs have been made. Slowly getting himself up. So he's hobbling off for now. They'll be reduced to 10 men until he can come back on. Ariagami playing on this left-hand side. Here's Igami. Kyoga Nakamura. Igami saw the run of his teammate there, Yasir. No foul. Keegan Pang keeps it in.
Both teams are just waiting and playing the ball, or rather playing the game to wait it out. I don't think a lot of minutes are going to be added on as well. And I also don't think that Gavin would be too happy with the goal conceded, especially how tight the group is, or will be at in the next match, where goal difference can make a difference.
Yeah, it could well be, but overall, a good day at the office, right?
Yeah, they didn't break enough sweat
No.
as a whole throughout the whole game. A lot of the mistakes being made by the Young Lions players.
Is it for you the manner of this defeat for Young Lions that is disappointing?
Yeah, I think they were really up for it. They started decently well with that shot from Danish Qayyum. But of course, you would expect BG to be really dominating in terms of possession, in terms of having that amount of space afforded to them.
Well, they're playing this to the letter. 6 minutes of added time. Here's Lakovic, and that'll be a corner. Comes off Raul Suhaimi.
I think we mentioned earlier on, 3 out of 4 goals that were conceded were mainly because of mistakes by Young Lions rather than absolutely good play or good build-up or good combination plays by BG.
Gami's been busy up against Irian Fandi, playing with the famous 17 shirt.
Do you think it's an automatic thing where
They have to.
any one of the Fundis playing in a team straight away 17? Okay, let's not touch it.
Okay, we gotta give it to him. But I heard he's a Sharul Ishaq fan.
Oh yeah?
No, I just made that. He used to wear 17 as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's kind of comes with the territory, comes with the name, doesn't it? There he is, Irian Fandi. One of his dads in the crowd somewhere today. Ethan Pinto surging forward. He's done well. This is one of those days you just got to draw a line under it, right? It's just a bad day at the office.
It's just a series of mistakes happening again and again. So, just forget about it. Their Singapore Cup run is pretty much done and dusted now. Just trying to get themselves further up the league table.
Yeah.
They have been good, I would say, comparing to other phases and periods of the season. They have been decently good, so you just build on it.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, their unbeaten run comes to an end today. The little mini unbeaten run, 3 in a row. Cross comes in. Arya Gami's there first. Fairuz, here's Lakovic, he's done well. Still 3 minutes left. Raul Suhaimi puts it out for a corner. No real rush to take this.
Yeah, no urgency and no need for them to commit players up front as well.
You have to go all the way back to the 1st of August 2018, the last time Young Lions defeated Tampines Rovers. They had a 2-2 draw earlier in the season on the 14th of September. Here's Lakovic. They will also meet on the 10th of May, their last game, one of the last few games of the season. Yeah, that 2-all early in the season was after 10 wins in a row by Tampines, BG Tampines Rovers. Taufik, one more chance maybe.
Oh, wow.
Keeper,
Was that a save?
Yeah, he gets something on that, doesn't he, Umer? Into the last minute as well. He's worked hard.
Yeah, Taufik getting in there. Fingertip
well.
save, yeah.
Yeah, he's done well there. Last few seconds in of this match. Given away, Faris Rumley, Arya Gummy. They'll clear the ball away instead. Dylan Fox with a foul there on Rio Hardy.
Yellow card.
Wow. Yellow card there for Dylan Fox right at the end of this game.
I think...
It was unintentional, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was going and putting pressure. Rio Hardy just let the ball go, and
well, he can't quite believe it. Fairuz. Gone past the 6 minutes now. Is there one chance? No. So it's another pretty big win here. Jalan Besar, 2 nights in a row. This time it's BG Tampines Rovers, who've been very good throughout this match, really. Managed it well. I'd say, would you say Young Lions would be kind of happy with the second half? 1-all in the second half, but I mean, you can also say BG Tampines Rovers took the foot off the pedal a bit.
yeah, I think that's the reason why they could score that one goal that they did. But I think overall, the result is a fair reflection of how the game went, both in terms of possession, in terms of attempts at goal. And BG now is in a good position to play against Hougang to get themselves in the semi-final spot. Young Lions Singapore Cup run is pretty much done.
Yeah.
And then they can put their focus back on the league for the remaining games.
It ends here then, Jalan Besar Stadium in this Singapore Cup match. BG Tampines Rovers 4, Young Lions 1. When we look back at the highlights of this match,
First goal,
which was the most contentious one of the lot, that some might say started the whole descent really for Young Lions.
Yeah, I thought this would be something that would definitely change the game, the whole complex of the game here, because I thought it's a foul by Dylan Fox. So many replays here being shown. Second goal by Shashahiran, again mistake from Omer. I think his position was absolutely bad, and of course the 2v1 defending at the sides when the corner kick was being taken wasn't rectified, and that allowed BG Tampines to get into the position that they got with Shashahiran, and credit to him, saw the opening, took that shot and scored the goal.
They kept going and plugging away, and again it's just messy defending, and guess who? Their former player Itsuki Inomoto pouncing on mistakes.
Well, the goals came in not very far off from one another.
Yeah.
So mentally, Young Lions were not recovering from those mistakes that they made or the goals that they conceded. Again, poor defending. Inomoto just simple finish from the 6-yard box. And look at this. Glenn Quay, good work. Joel Chu again saw that space, the small little space given to him by Omer. Took it, took that shot. The shot was tame as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't really powerful enough to really trouble anyone, but in terms of position that Umair took up, definitely he couldn't be diving far enough to get a tip on it to save the goal. Again, Joel Chu, Shah Shahriran getting on the score sheet. Not many matches you can say that as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, they pulled one back, Young Lions, with maybe a little touch on. It looked like Amir Shafi's got the touch, but it's been given to Jun Kobayashi. But by now, the match was well and truly gone, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they scored too late, and after that, they couldn't bring this momentum after scoring the goal further forward, because Tampines was still managing the game really well throughout the whole 90 minutes.
Just looking back at those stats, and yeah, I mean, they pretty much controlled everything, didn't they?
Yeah, only 2 more attempts on target in the second half. Of course, it was an improvement from the first, but it's definitely not enough to get a result against PG Tampines Rovers.
Let's have a look at the standings then in Group A, which is now shifting quite considerably. PG Tampines Rovers ahead of Brunei DPMM on superior goal difference, and a really good position here. And you can see DPMM down to second. Young Lions are out of contention. They cannot qualify along with Albrechts Nagata. It is 2 out of PG Tampines Rovers, Brunei DPMM and Hougang United. Well, let's remind you, there was a match in Group B between Lion City Sailors and Ballister Khalsa. It was an early goal as well for the Sailors, with Song Wei-yong getting on the score sheet.
Unselfish play by Shawal Anwar. I think he was also in a position where he could have taken that shot. Played it back to his teammate, number 15, Song Wei-yong. A good shot to score his goal.
Second goal was added in the 25th minute by Bart Ramsla, who had an excellent night. Oh, what a goal this was as well.
Started out far wide on the left-hand side. Took on, I think, Fudil on that right-back position. Came back to his right foot, just blasting it into the far end. Well, he scored again, Bart Ramsla.
Yeah, he did. But first, Kodai Tanaka made things interesting with a simple nod in there. That comes off the crossbar, and he was quickest to it.
Yeah, he was the first to react. That's exactly what a striker should do. Just smelling a little blood there.
Yeah. Ramsala would get his second though. This with 2 late goals, just to put the cherry on top.
Again, it started from himself on the center line, took it on his own and came back again to his right foot. It's too easy and too simple for him.
His preferred goal. Then a free kick. Oh, that's not been a good few days for goalkeepers, has it?
Oh, wow.
Ramsala with a hat-trick from that free kick. And a big win there as well. So, match day 5 now, the weekend of 27th to the 30th. In fact, we're going to go all the way up to that Monday. And Jalan will be up against Lion City Sailors. That's at Jalan Besar Stadium. Young Lions Albrechts is a complete dead rubber now. Neither one of the third sides are going to get through. That's at Jalan Besar on the 28th. On Sunday, we have 2 fixtures. Hougang versus PG Tampines Rovers. Right here, Jalan Besar saying that's a massive game now with a lot riding it. Basically, winner take all. Though, a draw would also be enough for Hougang, by the way. Balestier versus Tanjung Pagar United on the 29th as well at the same time. And on Monday, it is PG Pathum United versus Lion City Sailors. That's at Jalan Besar Stadium. So that'll be the last round of matches, match day 5 in the Singapore Cup. The group stages will be wrapped up at the end of this month. But for now, PG Tampines Rovers set out to win and win well. They did that against Young Lions. It ends here. PG Tampines Rovers 4, Young Lions 1. We'll have the international break coming up. Hope you'll support the national team, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.